While most of the automakers are skeptical or rather worried to bring the electric version or even a hybrid in their range, Tata Motors have brought the second product in their portfolio within 2 years of span. Earlier, they had launched a Tata Nexon EV, and this time around, they have got an electrified version of their ongoing compact sedan Tata Tigor. Tigor EV isn't something new for us. It has been in the market since quite a long, but was only available for the commercial buyers and the fleet operators. But this time, Tata has decided to bring it for passenger vehicles as well. So how well do it fit in our ever-evolving market? Let's see. This is Vishnu and welcome to AutoCharge India. Tata has sent us a Tigor EV for real-world test review, and we are happy to announce that we are starting off with a video review by testing an electric vehicle, which is indeed going to be a future mobility. Coming to the design front of the Tigor EV, it is unmistakably Tata and quite identical to the standard Tigor, with elements differentiating it are the blue inserts at the nose, around the fog lamps, wheel caps, apart from the EV badges which are finished in blue. Speaking of which, the signature teal blue shade and the black roof are the exclusive for the Tigor EV. The Tigor EV comes with almost all the features you would expect in a compact sedan, which includes 7-inch touchscreen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and a digital instrument cluster. You also get an IRA connected car tech, which offers features like intrusion alert, remote immobilization, geofencing, time fencing, remote cooling, trip analysis, etc. However, this being a test vehicle, we didn't got a chance to access all this feature, but we have used it in the past and it does work flawlessly. Like the exterior, things on the interior hasn't changed much, except for the small handful of cosmetic bits and addition of features. Tata introduced the dual-tone black and white dashboard with the Tigor facelift, and same is seen on the EV2. The only changes here are the blue accent on the dashboard and the new seat fabric design. Not to mention the specially designed graphics in the instrument cluster for electrified Tigor. Before we get to the driving, let's get some factual things right. Permanent magnet synchronous motor puts out 74 bhp and 170 Nm of torque, which is significantly lower than the Nexon's 127 bhp and 245 Nm. There are 4 transmission modes to choose from: D, R, N and S. D mode is more designed for a city driving condition, while things get spicier when you slot it into S mode, which is sports mode, by providing extra power on tap, where throttle response is much sharper and you get a strong surge of power, which comes at an expense of rapid decrease in battery charge level. Out on the open road, D mode is adequate for regular drives. You can cruise comfortably on the expressway, complemented by a firmer suspension and added weight of motor and battery in the rear, which further lowers the center of gravity. However, if you need to execute an overtaking maneuver quickly, S mode comes in handy. You'll also find yourself engaging S mode whenever you are in the mood for some fun. The Tigor EV feels peppy in sports mode, even on the open road. Power is delivered strongly till 100 kmph, after which it starts to taper off. The Tigor EV's top speed is limited to an indicated 122 kmph, and progress from 110 to 120 km/h is quite slow. Must add that electric cars aren't good at high speed cruising from the range point of view. With that said, high speed stability is very good and you will be doing 110 to 120 kmph on the expressway without feeling nervous at all. Get on some twisty roads and you'll appreciate the stiffer suspension. The car feels agile and you can carry good speed into corners. The suspension setup does complement the chassis well and the Tigor EV holds its line nicely by family sedan standard. Changing the direction on back-to-back corners is no problem either. Talking of the steering, the electric power assisted steering is a nice unit and is super light at parking speeds. The turning radius of 5.1 meter is user friendly and you can maneuver the car easily with the gentle inputs on the steering. It weighs up adequately as you gain speed. However, the EPS is dead and there is not much feel or feedback from it. Coming to the brakes, the Tigor EV get disc brakes at the front and the drum brakes at the rear. The performance in general is satisfactory. However, we feel that the wide tires would definitely improve the braking performance of the car. Another sore point is that, like most EVs, the brake pedal has a spongy and rubbery feel. It does take a while to get used to. One of the highlight of the safety feature is that the car will always start in the N mode. Engage D, take your foot off the brake pedal and the Tigor EV gets off the line in a perfectly smooth manner, crawling at 6 kmph. It's very linear and without any jerks. With 170 Nm of torque available from the 0 RPM, Tata claims that the Tigor EV has a maximum restart gradability of 29 degrees, meaning the car can crawl forward from a standstill on an incline of up to 29 degrees with ease. This brings us to the conclusion. Price at Rs 11.99 to 13.49 lakh ex showroom, Tigor EV is the most affordable electric vehicle on sale right now. While for the masses this price tag might still far from being called as the most affordable, Tigor EV is better off as a secondary vehicle for daily commutes and city runabout and not a primary vehicle given the lack of infrastructure and irregularity in power supply in tier 2 city. With that said, if you are into market looking for a vehicle under 15 lakh price bracket and worrying about the fuel bills, Tigor EV does make a strong case in itself. To sum it up, it is the coolest city car without even a cool factor.